I never thought I'd be scrambling this hard just to get everything set up. What kind of question? What was the question? What was the question? Oh dear, the chat is absolutely blinded. I'm gonna move chat over. Hold on. Chat, you're gonna happily sit somewhere else for a bit. There you go. I'm gonna put you back here since apparently chat doesn't wanna. I'm gonna change your background. Because. Yes, text and pure white. I don't have that good of texting. So, anyway, chat. Let's see. Alright, author names. I want to change their appearance. Okay, that should work. And once I do that, then I should be able to move this, change chat, and then move chat back over. See? I fixed chat. Don't worry, chat. Now you can be seen. The streamer. Nanda. What about me? What about me? I'm gonna have to check that chat. Hold on. I'm gonna actually put on the proper music for chatting! Oh no! Oh frick! Hold on. Ah! Where is it? Dun, 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 dun. Haha! You didn't get me this time, ad! You thought you could get me, but in actuality, you failed. Ugh, my headphones! No wonder why I could barely hear anything. Okay. Now I have that set up. Ooh. I'm gonna make myself smaller. See? Wait, what? Gamer boy. I mean, yes, I'm totally a boy. Like, don't worry, I am Ash Ketchum. Guys, he just exposed me. I am secretly a boy. What kind of question? Oh god, the background music's too loud? Okay, hold on. Yeah, but now. But also, I don't know what's going on between Alice and Frown right now. Or is it Edith and Frown? Yeah. Alice! This is not what we're doing just chatting for. I guess I can mute him. Because we're not really supposed to be a lewd chat. I was just watching to see what was going on in the chat. And then I was like, why is it so lewd? Too low? Man, I'm trying to find that perfect middle. Is it loud now? I mean, I know I have a lot to learn. Not really the VTuber thing, and especially just chatting and managing the audio. It's like, it used to be good. The linked one doesn't exist, and... Okay. It also probably is because I had the microphone away from me. I'm just gonna do this. While also making sure... There we go. Yeah, this just chatting will be for, like, fixing a few things. Why are you bringing up the dying horse thing? Why are you bringing up weird dying horse thing again? Like, why are you bringing that up? Like, I just woke up. Why are you bringing up dying horse? It's a high-tech tycoon. I don't understand about the dying horse thing, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now until I get an answer. No, Edith, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not holding you for threatening. I'm not threatening you or anything. I'm just like wondering, like, why the horse? Oh, creature scenario. Let's see. Trying to remember if... Because I'm also making sure everything is functioning properly. And literally everything is like... Okay, so he follows. They follow me. We follow each other. Followed. That one follows me. Nene. Nani doesn't follow me, so I can't do much with them. They don't follow me either, so I can't do much with them. You follow me! Okay. Just trying to make sure everything is like going right. Ooh. Silly goober approaching! Unfortunately, you're not following, so I can't showcase you. You definitely need to support though. You're also not following, but you definitely need to support. Okay. So I'm gonna grab those that are following me. Do I? Nope, I go to their profile. Ugh! I see how it is. Oh, I could just do something that honestly would be cringe. Okay. So we're going down. Yeah, that works so much better. I'm not gonna be talking to chat for a little bit, trying to set everything up. Like, this is quite a bit to manage right now. Oh dear. Yes, you will be able to watch the VOD. Bye, Edith! Yes, I know! I died like a dying horse! Like, I know I died like a dying horse. We don't need to talk about it. Or laugh, died. So we're grabbing the next one. Just double checking. Yes, you need exposure. You deserve exposure from me. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I actually want to be like super sweet and funny. So me. There you go. I'll rate him too. Unfortunately, no. Also, no. You? No. Let's see how many people I can get into. Because I'm trying to set up the rating thing. So I can give you guys my opinion on stuff. What? Oh, there's that! Oh, I'm gonna definitely... roast. Oh, that's not good. I'm definitely going to roast them. Silly goober? Oh, sorry, silly goober. I can't help you. You are so sweet. You? Nah. You? Also nah. You? Yes. What about you? Also yes. And double checking for these two. Nope. Nope. Okay. So then it's you and it's you. So these are the last two that I can feature on stream because they have done everything they needed to do to be featured. There we go. So I have all that set up. Wow, I have things set up while streaming. Okay, now I can talk to the chat. I thought you set things up. Anyway. Ash mustard. Alt account of who? I am so confused at everything. I don't have jiggle physics. Also, see you. What do you mean you're here for the content? I'm pretty sure the content, like, is not fully there. Like, I don't know what content you're talking about. But I'm doing just chatting. So if you want to talk, that's the kind of content I'm bringing. And just double checking everything else. Alright. I want to make that quieter, but I feel like that's already quiet enough. We're gonna be switching to a more, why am I being... That type of talking in my chat is not really allowed. Can you please stop? I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do the eyebrow raise, but I forgot my model's not that good with that, which is upsetting. But please do stop with the whatever kind of conversation. Hello, Moontag! Welcome to the stream. I don't know if it says so in the title, but just letting you know that I am slowly moving from Twitch to YouTube. So if you ever want to stick around and still watch anything that I'm doing, it would be advised to move from, well, there to here. So all activities will be ceasing gradually on Twitch. Sorry. But other than that, I have everything set up for the tier list rating. So if I just change chat, yeah, I'm gonna become like Hololive, where it's like YouTube only. Okay. And now we are switching to in-game. And then once I do, there we go, that should work. Okay. I swear, I'm not fully ready. There's a page. There we go. Wow, a browser. Oh, this is Minecraft. There you go. I am kind of in a rush. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rating VTubers. That's kind of what is vaguely put in the description, but you know, I'm not the best with descriptions right now, especially when I am all over the place, both physically and mentally. So, yeah. There's that going on. And so, how am I gonna say this? I don't know how I'm gonna be saying this, it doesn't sound weird. I'm gonna be brutally honest. Like, I know it doesn't sound weird like that, but like, to me it sounds weird because it's like, it's so mean. Like, diagnosing you of like the quality of your VTuber. Like, that's a little bit mean, don't you think? But at the same time, I'm not gonna be that judgmental. Like, I'm not meant to be judgmental, I'm meant to be like critically honest. So at the same time, quote unquote diagnosing, it's like not really diagnosing at that rate. So also, I need to get rid of Restream Bot. I definitely need to get rid of I definitely need to get rid of Restream Bot at some point. Hi, Kuroi! Welcome to the stream! I don't exactly know if you heard of this, but I am slowly moving on to YouTube. So if you ever want to keep following me somewhere... Yes, this is a VTuber rating stream! It's for those that have followed the rules on the Twitter post. So if you did not, like, follow all the rules on the Twitter post, technically I could be nice and let you do it right now. But, like... there isn't a lot. So, there's not a lot to, like, do? Or, like... rate unless I go into extreme detail. So, maybe I could go into extreme detail. Anyway, as I said on the thread, instead of asking questions, I want to rate people. So, rate. Drop any number of PNGs down below and I rate them brutally honestly. I'll diagnose you of how well your VTuber is coming along based on what I see. I'll stream to those that follow, subscribe, like, and retweet. For those that need a boost of exposure on Monday. So basically what I mean by this is following me on Twitter, subscribing to me on YouTube, liking this post, and retweeting this post. Just so I can get more exposure, so that more people can see it, and also potentially get themselves boosted. So that's what I'm mostly talking about. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started with our first person who has done everything! Yippee! It's like a giant jump scare, just boom. So what I could say, it's similar to what I have typed, but basically, what the concept I could see from this VTuber, which I'm actually going to turn down the music for this so that it can be easier to focus. Actually, nah, I kind of like the music in the background. I am indecisive. So basically, from what I could see from this, it is a why am I saying I'll be brutally honest and then now I'm hesitant to be brutally honest? Okay. Gonna stick to being what I said. It's very generic. I'm just gonna throw it out there, like, already. It's very generic. It's a big, easy hit or miss. And what I mean by big, easy hit or miss, there are so many VTuber models, especially those in the V-Roy category. I'm also considering that. There are so many that can be easily looked like a generic person. Like a beard, like some very casual looking eyes, and any length of hair with a hoodie. That's super common. That's super generic. If anything, that's also very boring. But also good job for being all set. There is like such a thing where you can be simple, but there's a line. There's like a fine line between too simple and too complicated. And it's like, it's right there, crossing into the too simple category. But I'm going based off of their username. Well, their username is Sven the Sloth. So, I don't see sloth in this. Not at all. Especially if it's supposed to be like if he has a profile picture of a like actual animal sloth. Instead of like the insult sloth. Or was it the sin sloth? Not insult, the sin. If it's not the sin, he could put that in there too. But it's just overall the design, the concept right now is basic male VTuber. Like it was just quickly put together based off of real life appearance and then took from there. Which is good for a start off. But at the same time, if you want to grab an audience and you want to improve, you would kind of need to make yourself stand out. But I wouldn't advise being like overly complicated. Don't overly complicate yourself. Don't like add all these jingles and jangle accessories. Don't be like super extreme and like oh, your clothes are so detailed. Oh, your hair, it's so detailed. Like, no, you can have simple stuff in some places, but they can be detailed in some other places. Basically, be realistically complicated, is what I can say. Like, being realistically complicated. And something I gave him as advice when it comes to being realistically complicated is changing from a basic male cat boy gamer, I'm assuming, based on the ear over there. Like, I'm going based on that ear in the corner. I think they're a cat boy. I don't really know. Oh, sorry. I woke up. Let's see. I'm gonna Google sloth. 3-toed sloth. Basing off of this, 3-toed sloths technically don't have ears. They kind of don't have ears. So maybe you can remove the ears, but you have like the human ears. And like, he could put like markings. Like, you see the markings on the sloth's face? Like the cute markings. He could put that on him. That could be like a feature that makes him stand out. I gave him the advice of being a sloth tribesman or a nomad that is learning urban life. Similar to some of those other anime tropes where you have this fantasy character, say for example a dragon person, and that dragon person like gets thrown into a city or gets lost in a city, and then they meet a human and they're like, huh, you seem interesting. I might as well stay around to see like, just you like, he could do that. He could be a tribe person, depending on where he wants to show. Like, anime tribe person. He could be something like this. Like, something like this. Probably not stereotypical, but basically something that shows that you're foreign. But, yeah, he could do something like that. And then gradually, from being a tribes person, he could become like a normal person. Like for this is also a tribe character. This is technically also a tribe character. Same with oh, that's too small. But like, you get the gist. Basically, it should look like it doesn't look like he has a reason to be a VTuber. It doesn't look like he has a reason to be a VTuber. So if he has something like trying to learn urban life, and that led him to getting into VTubing, then that would be much more interesting. If he made a lore video for himself, that would be kind of interesting. Just seeing his life before he came to the urban world. Maybe he was trying to hunt in a tree or something. Or he was trying to survive while he's like hiding. I don't know. Basically, I think basic male gamer is a complete hit or miss. And 90% of the time nowadays it's a miss. So as long as he can complicate himself a little bit more and make it a little bit more like creative, then he should be fine. And it will help him design his VTuber better too, because he will then have an entire concept. Like an entire concept to go off of. Now, moving on. Ghosty Boy! Sozu! We have Mr. Sozu! So, I'm just going to say I'm not biased. I am not biased. Just because he's a ghost, just because he's purple, doesn't mean I'm gonna be biased. Yes, he does look good though. And my mic popping. My mic's popping. But yes, he does look good. Sozu really does look good. So, with Sozu, Mr. Sozu here, apparently from what I can tell based off of his Oshi marks, and by looking at him already, what I can say is that it's very good that I can recognize his concept almost immediately by just looking at him. That's something unique. That's something that all VTubers should be looking for, is that when they're making their appearance, like when their appearance is trying to be displayed, the viewers should recognize what themes they're trying to use purely by looking at a PNG alone. Because I could tell that this guy is a ghost, but also a very snarky ghost. But at the same time, like snarky and confident, but not ignoring the nitty gritty of the personality. He's a bunny. He's a bunny themed ghost. I could tell by that. Not because of his Oshi marks, but because of his little partner. His little pet over here. Sure, that's not fully a part of his design, but it's there. It's like not like horribly in your face, but it's still obvious enough to like get recognized. Yes, he's a yokai. He's definitely a yokai, but I'm going off of like a general word because it's English. Yokai usually translates to just ghost, so that's why I'm just calling him a ghost. But he's a ghost with a bunny friend. Or he's a ghost that really likes bunnies. He's well in tune with the bunnies. No, it's okay. But yeah, he's really well in tune with bunnies. So, what I really like from this is that one, I can really recognize his theme. I can recognize his concept. And it's not just shoved in your face. It doesn't look forced. It looks natural when it comes to presentation. And the concept is ghosts with bunnies. Like, that's what I can understand. Is his general concept is ghosts with bunnies. The only issue I have with it, aside from the very nice design, the design is not that clashing. It's like very well organized. It's very easy on the eyes, and it's not too complicated. It gives off a general theme of who he probably is secretly. Well, also what he is, obviously. He's a ghost. But he's also, potentially, he's a ghost from something. And it seems like he's a ghost from something of high status. Though it's not too obvious where he came from, which is understandable, he died. He's a yokai, more than likely he died. So of course we're not gonna have everything about him. Maybe a little bit too much white. But from what I can tell, it seems pretty fine. Maybe if he could get rid of the white effect on his, the back of his cape. Like on the back of his cape? Maybe. Then it won't be that much white. It'll just be a gradient to the light purple and that'll be so good. I think his spirit fire, or his spirit essence, the soul stuff at his feet and hands, is already white enough. It's already a decent white fade. But other than that, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. But from the concept though, I could tell that, I could easily tell it. It's not too obvious in the face. But, I lost track. He died of something while holding high status. And I think there's meant to be a mystery behind that too. So he does play that very well. The only issue is that, from what I can assume, because it's not obvious, I assumed he was a supreme leader. His outfit gives off the energy of a general. Or maybe someone of high militaristic status. Or something that could command other people. But he died. And he died with his clothing on. So he, in death, holds on to it as a yokai. But also maybe the spirit of his rabbit joined him. Because the rabbit either died later or early on. But yeah, I don't really know much about this Supreme Leader looking theme. And it's like, you know, I like to have a bunny companion, but you're a Supreme Leader. Or are you something else? Are you like just a fancy man? Or are you like something of militaristic status that you died from? Because if you died from like being shot, like, that's too gruesome. If you died while on the job, that's fair. But we kind of don't know that. And I guess that adds to the mystery. But at the same time, it's like a little bit too vague. It's a little bit too questioning. You have to rely on like exploring his profile a little bit to see if that would be right or wrong. And I would say because of like the way the market is, I'm not too entirely sure how he can interpret Supreme Leader stuff into his content. Unless he's like playing militaristic games or doing militaristic roleplay. Like for example, war stories with Sozu. Maybe that could work. But this is all assuming that he's a Supreme Leader. So that's the issue here. That's the flaw here. While the mystery is present, it seems like there's too much mystery. But hey, it draws my attention. It draws my attention. If I was a viewer, I'll be like, huh. Okay, so he's not just a basic bunny boy. He has a bunny companion. Nike's with him all the time, but he's not a basic bunny boy. And he's also seemingly has an interesting background. I kind of want to know about him. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's pretty good that you have a concept that can draw on the attention of other people. I almost canceled the stream early. So, with that being said, Sozu, I'll give you, based on, like, okay, so, from the tier list, I am going to put Sloth at D, and then Sozu at a B. No, B+. There you go. Sozu's at a B+. I don't want to put people in trash tiers. I don't know why I grabbed that. Did I double click? Wait. I don't think I did. Okay. Whoops! I didn't mean to show them early. So. Echo! It is Echo! My wonderful collab friend! But again, I'm not biased. I am not biased. I am brutally honest. I gotta be brutally honest. It's to diagnose you. It's to diagnose you with problems so that you can get better as a VTuber designer. But hi, Echo. I see your lovely face. I love your artwork. I want to take it. I love the artwork that she gets. I'm just gonna say that. Like, side note, I love the artwork that she gets. Her artwork is absolutely beautiful. And if I could commission like a PNG in that art style, I would. Because that's the energy that I really want, that I want to give. But unfortunately, I'm the way I am. I'm kind of pointy. But let's see. There you go. Echo! I would say at first glance, it's pretty subtle. Like, it's pretty subtle. You wouldn't realize it until you notice that the flowers are in her skin. And what I could say is that Echo's idea of a normal human but special, quote unquote, is honestly kind of refreshingly unique, in my opinion, because I don't see it often. Yeah, definitely. You can put her character in almost any anime that has like magical issues, and you should be fine. Like, she should be fine. She's adaptable. Her design is adaptable. But what I really like the most is that she takes human and puts it with a slightly special twist that makes her unique. I don't see very many people have a special twist without going overboard. Like, for me, I've adopted this persona. I wasn't originally Yuya Mamori. I used to be Shiroki Onbasu. And what I was trying to do at Shiroki Onbasu is I was going to be a cyber horse girl. I was going to be a cyber horse girl. But, I'm not that anymore. I am now a phantom nurse VTuber, which honestly, I'm gonna be bluntly honest, I don't know how Ghost is fitting into this design. The only thing I could see right now that makes it ghostly is literally the floating hair. The floating hair is like the only thing that makes it feel ghostly. Everything else is just a normal nurse. But anyway, back to Echo. This isn't about me. This is about Echo. Echo has her spotlight. She deserves her spotlight. Yeah! But again, this isn't about me. This is about Echo. But let's see. Come on, we have the Echo. So, I like the idea of floral disease person. Especially if it go into animes where it's like should be casual, but magically casual. So if I bring it over here, I think of Princess Connect. When I look at her, I see Princess Connect. Where her world is mostly normal. But at the same time, it's not entirely normal. Like, it can be normal to some degree, but there's always the small things in life that make it more unique and more captivating the more you dig into it. Another thing that I could think of is Atliar. Atliar Riza. The world looks normal. Our main characters are mostly normal. They're human in some way, shape, or nature. But when you look at them and you're like, oh, they're normal, they're human. That's the relatable part. Now, the interesting part is when you look into their life. You may see them on the surface, but if you look into their life, things become interesting. It's like you opened up the book after you saw the cover. And then, wow, this is not just some random human. This is not a random human VTuber. She has a condition that she's okay with having. But I want to know, when did she get this condition? How did she get this condition? Is she going to try and find a cure for it? Is there a cure for it? Like, there's so many questions. And that's what draws you in with such a simply unique concept. Simply unique in a literal sense. The downside to this, though, is that it looks a little too casual slice of life. It looks a bit too modernistic, and the flowers can be easily overlooked. They can be overlooked as tattoos if they're not drawn or displayed at an angle or in a way where the flowers are seen as not tattoos. Because sometimes you can look at her, and then you could easily accidentally think that, oh, those flowers are her tattoos. No, they're not. They're growing out of her. Now, I would think to make her content more interesting, especially her lore, is maybe, The concept is definitely alive. Yes, it really is. I will say that, honestly, she doesn't need much. I don't think every VTuber needs to go extreme, like semi-extreme fantasy thing. Like, her outfit is simple, yes, but I think for her, she doesn't need much other than accessories. Maybe a necklace, or maybe a belt. Other than that, like a gardening belt. But other than that, she's doing pretty well in terms of design. It's flexible. But yeah, the concept is there. I can see the concept, and I get drawn to it. Because nowadays, the market is full of people who are like cat girls, ghost people, demon people, just non-human. Like, you gotta be mixed with an animal, or you gotta be mixed with some kind of non-human entity, and that's not required. You don't need to be a non-human or a demi-human to be unique. So, in my opinion, I put Echo as an A+. Literally, I put Echo as an A+. Did I get rid of anyone else? No, not yet. Okay. But yeah, Echo for me, her design right now is an A+. If she just added a gardening belt, in my opinion, and she added maybe a necklace, her design would be aesthetically complicated. Like, complicated at, like, to the right level, the correct level of complicated. And then she's set. She's like 100% set. She done her perfect concept. She gave off that she's a florist because she has a gardening belt. She has a locket that kind of adds a little bit more flair to, like, maybe a locket or a necklace, I don't know. But something that goes long enough down to her chest. I could say a heart locket, or maybe like a flower necklace. Maybe a branch growing out of the hair. Maybe a flower vine. Maybe a flower vine. Or that kind of crown. Yeah. I could either think of flowers scattered throughout her hair, or a flower crown, a necklace, and a gardening belt. And she's set. She's set. But other than that, Echo, you are a high A. You're an A+. Good job, Echo. I'm proud of you. Hopefully she makes content, like concept-specific content related to her. Yeah, we're looking at brains. Hopefully she makes content specific to her concept, like ASMR gardening, or her teaching her chat about flowers and stuff. Like, maybe she could do that, and people will come to her content for that too. It would be so cute and nice, and it would fit with the character so well. High A. A+, definitely. Big A+. Moving on! Woo! Oops. I keep shouting a lot. Well, getting excited. I get too excited. We have. Who do we have? We have the wonderful Theodore Locus. Which is a observer, from what it seems. And so we got two pictures. We got this one, and we got this one. Now, at first, I thought it was a little bit too complicated. I thought the detailing was a bit too much. Maybe tone down on the galactic textures. But then again, I look at animes that are unnecessarily extreme, especially games that are unnecessarily extreme, Honkai and Genshin. And then I re-look at him and he's like, he's not too bad now. The design is not that complicated, but maybe get rid of some things to the design. Like, in my opinion, the black stuff on the top of the jacket is maybe a little unnecessary based on how I'm seeing the rest of it. And, like, he could just have white shoulders. That's something I believe he could have. And it would be much more cleaner looking. Maybe also remove the decorations at the bottom of his tuxedo shirt. And it'll be less overwhelming in certain areas. Because I'll be honest, some of these areas look like kind of a sore thumb. Yes, it does. Somewhat over-detailed. I will say it's over-detailed and it's a sore thumb in some areas. And if you were to get animated artwork, like make an animated video about him, or he was featured in like art, he would have to pay extra because of how complicated the design is when it shouldn't really be. That, or they're gonna edit out those pieces because it's not animation or it's not drawing friendly. Other than that, the design, the concept I can tell is really there. From what I can tell, he's a celestial or galactic librarian. Like, he's celestial and galactic with this one. But he has all these scrolls. And he has this look of someone who's calculating. The idea of a librarian isn't 100% there until I look at this picture. But at the same time, I think the concept of mystery is also there too. I think a lot of people like to shroud themselves in mystery. Which, I don't blame you. Being shrouded in mystery is a nice little thing. It's very cool. It makes you feel cool. Because then you can surprise someone. But at the same time, there's probably a little bit too much mystery here. But other than that, I feel like the design overall is pretty nice. Just again, lower the complicated and over detailed sections, and he should be fine. He should be fine once he removes that. Let's see. Now we're going on to the second picture. What I can see from him is that, like I said in here, I would advise straying away from overcomplicating what he already has. He seems complicated enough. He seems detailed enough, basically. And I personally believe that if he were to give himself magical abilities like time travel, or space magic, or gravity manipulation, or a yandere phase that likes to murder, or a secret evil plan, that'll be too much. That'll be too much. That'll be unnecessary. Because he already has something going for him. Again, a galactic librarian. Where if you have something related to astrology and stars... Hey, thank you for the subscribe! If you have something related to, if you have something related to libraries and astrology, that's already shrouded in mystery enough. That's already mysterious, but at the same time, it could be enchanting. Because, just because a library doesn't mean it need to be a realistic one. It could be an enchanted library. And something that I believe is captured well in this image is he may not be enchanting, but his home is. The places that he goes to is enchanting. So, for example, maybe you meet him like in the middle of town square and you talk with him and then he wants to show you his home. Or maybe he wants to take you to a library. Yeah, he looks like a Honkai character. But like, you talk to him as an NPC And he's like, maybe something at the library could help you. And then he like lets you follow him. He takes you to the library. And then he's like, let me know when you're done. You enter inside the library and you're just, wow, like a cutscene. Like maybe a cutscene that just shows the entirety of this grand library. And then in the middle of the cutscene, spirits start forming. You see a blue butterfly like fluttering in your face in the beginning of the cutscene. And then you look at the rest of the library and you just see that the library is like a mini sanctuary for spirits. Stardust spirits. Spirits that have already ascended into the stars. And that's his home. That is his home. And he has given you permission to gaze upon his home in awe. But again, he's a simple man. He may look like he's special, but he's not special. He's a simple man. Yeah! He's a super simple guy. But his home is what really matters. And so I think the fact that the fact that his design complements his environment is super nice. You're not cramming everything into your character. You're taking advantage of a general theme, and then you're making more with it. Like for me, I'm a nurse, but I don't need to show that I'm dead. Like, it doesn't need to be that obvious. But to also emphasize that I am technically a ghost, I can maybe give you guys a role-playing stream that shows an abandoned hospital. Or I do a roleplay scene where it's like, well, honestly, I would love to care for the children still. But unfortunately, my body has gone transparent. I can't touch the real world anymore. Or I can't touch the mortal world anymore. I could do that. I could do something like that. It is sad. I don't like that sadness. Personally, I changed it to where ghosts can safely interact with the real world. Because, you know, phasmophobia and other comics and animes that I've looked at where ghosts can interact with real people and be seen by real people. So technically I can be seen. Technically being a ghost doesn't affect me that much because I choose to be seen as a ghost. But other than that, like, it's great. He's not cramming the idea of a librarian into him. Yes! I like Beetlejuice. Where I'm like, you can see me? You can see me! I have a new best friend! You can use a buddy. I don't want to burst out singing. I literally bursted out singing. I don't need to sing. Oh my god. But yeah, only if they want. And that's an interesting part. Some people won't be able to see me. Honestly, that's very nice. They could see me only if they want. Meaning, they would have to believe in ghosts. So if they don't believe in ghosts, they can't see me. And I know children believe in ghosts. But not all patients can. No, this isn't about me. This isn't about me. Stop that. Stop that. You're making me drift off into thinking about myself. This is meant to give spotlight to the other people. Anyway, this guy, he's a little complicated, but I also put him at an A+. A+ or an A, because again, as long as he's a little overcomplicated. But like, if he got rid of some of his complications, He'll be very high S or S plus. Honestly. So, wow, go check out Theodore Locust. He deserves the attention. Check out this guy. Anyway. Does he have a bunny suit? I just saw a bunny guy suit. What that man put in a bunny guy suit? I know I wasn't seeing things, right? You little buddy, sir. And so, for our next person, the wonderful Lexi. Lexi, she's amazing. She's cute. She's sweet. She's very sweet. I will say though. Yeah, it's a demon. It's a demon. So that's the thing. Notice how, like, I was just about to get into that. Notice how you got confused. You didn't know if she was a succubus, you didn't know if she was a demon, and you didn't know if she was a goat. You couldn't decide. And that's what I was gonna get into. Like I mentioned before, with Echoes and with Sozu, you can look at their PNG and you would already know who they are or what they are. You could already tell what they could be. With Lexi, understandably, it is a Vroid model. And usually when you use Vroid, it means you're usually like just starting. So I can understand that. But taking into brutal account, even if you're just starting, concept work really goes a long way. And if you skip it, it shows. For this, I will quote, concept isn't really recognizable. That's the biggest flaw here. It's not recognizable. And that's like a very big hit. No, it's not even that. Her concept is not recognizable. Like I said, you could not tell if she was a demon, a succubus, or a goat. The fact that you had to question what she is as a species is already a red flag when it comes to character design, character concept. You need to be recognizable. You could look at me and you can already tell that I'm a nurse. Now, it may take a bit to recognize I'm a phantom nurse, but I'm still a nurse. And that's the first thing, that's the point of my design, is that you come to me knowing I'm a nurse, but then you find out that I'm a ghost. But with her, what I'm going to say is going out of my way to check her bio is not a good sign. Because I didn't know what she was when I first saw her. I was like, It could be just a prototype. Yes, that's true. That's true. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a Vroid. So, she's just starting. But I'm still going to give constructive criticism based on what I see and what they provide. And I do check their bio and I do check their content. If they have any available. Oh my gosh, I'm coming down with a cold. Oh, I need to get antibiotics for that. And so, with Lexi, again, I gotta check her bio. A little nice demon witch in learning. And I can try and see your future with my tarot card deck. Now, I can already see a flaw in a lot of that. One, her overall design. I don't see where she has tarot cards. I don't see how she could possess tarot cards. I can see that she's something with horns. But tarot cards? Hello, welcome to the stream. Well, I'm not even gonna dig into the tarot card thing. I don't see how she's a witch. I don't see how she's a witch. issue here is that I don't see how she's a witch. I could not tell that she was a demon until I had to check her bio. And I could not tell that she was a witch because until I checked her bio. So I advise like adding more complicated designs. Like maybe some gold embroidery. Maybe adding in some stereotypical witch features like a witch hat. Or something that like gives out the energy of a magic caster. Rather than looking like she's wearing admittedly club clothing. She looks like she has clothing as if she's going out to a bar. Or a club. She looks like a bar dancer. I'm just gonna be bluntly honest, she looks like a bar dancer. But yes, this is definitely noticeably a prototype. This is definitely a beginning design. And I applaud them for getting as far as they have with this. I do hope they do improve in the future. But yeah, maybe adding like a cape. Like, I could give off a good example. Ooh. Mona! From the hit series Genshin Impact. You take one look at this girl. And then you realize, oh, she's a magic caster. Oh, she's a witch. She's a wizard. Her old skin. Oh, you mean the one in her profile picture? The paler skin look? Oh, her skin is white. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that her skin was white in her profile. Oh, her That's true, that's true. Hold on. This. Now, I know it's eccentric. It's Genshin. Genshin's going to be extreme. But, based on what we see here, you can immediately tell, like, I can immediately tell. Like, I know the new outfit. I can immediately tell, just by the hat alone, that this is wizard or witch themed. You would see this as a mage, a wizard, a magic caster. Something that could have something like, just something related to magic. That's where I could see tarot cards coming into play. She's a magic caster, and then she could summon out her tarot cards. I could see that. And with the hat, like, she literally doesn't need to do much else for her prototype. Except for adding the hat. She just needs the hat. I'm dead serious with you. For a prototype, she just needs the hat. She just needs the hat. And I'm gonna be bluntly honest. A solid black witch hat. A solid black witch hat to match her solid black outfit. Again, as a prototype. To get a general concept down visually. And then expand from there. Like if I could. If I had time to, I would take this image. And I would draw over it. An edit of her character. Just so that I can send to her, like, what I'm trying to talk about. Again, a general concept. A silhouette is what I'm trying to say. If you put the hat on her and you put her as a black silhouette, you would assume she's a witch. Or you would assume she's a mage. Because she has the iconic hat. That's something many people look for when it comes to wizards and witches. The iconic hat. Everything else is secondary. Anything else is accessory, additional. Other than that, I unfortunately just can't see much else. She's just a girl with horns. A girl with elf ears and horns. And again, I had to go digging or researching to know that she was a demon witch, who has a tarot card deck. So as long as she, like, looks more this, maybe, then it'll be easier for her concept to be succeeding. So I will say that even though she's an absolute sweetheart, that, like, her design is definitely a D or a D+. And then once she, like, gets better with designing that, she'll slowly climb up the tier. So, yippee! She's super sweet and cute, though. Though I will say the platform boots is probably unnecessary. Probably. Unless he's super short and that's supposed to be like an inside joke. This girl! I did not reply to her because she kind of came in late. But, so I can already say one thing. She's a Wheel of Fortune goddess. And I'm going to be honest, I could not see the Wheel of Fortune part. I can see the wheel part, but not the Wheel of Fortune part. Not the fortune part. The colors on her dress. Yes, those are the colors of Wheel of Fortune. Like, those could be the colors of a fortune wheel. See? But her wheel is not the same. Her wheel is different. Admittedly, it is oversaturated, but at the same time, the wheel is saturated. So I think it fits well with the fact that it's supposed to be like a wheel. The issue here is that she's a goddess. She is a goddess. She's a goddess of fortune. And she tried to express that by having a wheel behind her. Because it's a wheel of fortune. I would say that if she's going to be a wheel of fortune, like theme, and then a goddess on top of that. Yes! I was gonna say. She was like a pirate wearing feather dress and a giant wheel on her back. As if she was forced to carry that wheel. So, for goddess, I could tell she wants to go for a casual concept. She wants to go for something casual. Honestly, she could use Aqua's outfit. Like, the silhouette of Aqua's outfit would do wonders. And probably something not as basic as her hair. Like, Aqua has this sense of divine, but also not too extreme, which gives room for other traits to be added to her model. So I would probably suggest for her to switch to an outfit like this, and then maybe her hairstyle. If she wants to do a long brown hair, then something like this. I would suggest Aqua's outfit, like a recolor of Aqua's outfit, or a slight modification actually. A modified outfit from Aqua, the useless goddess, and then this hair. And then, yeah, she keeps a wheel. I feel like she should keep the wheel. But the wheel should be different. It should be the Wheel of Fortune wheel, not just a pirate wheel. But this hair would make her look more heavenly. She would look more godly, like, she would look more godly if she had this hair, in my opinion. Other than that, upon first glance, her concept is not there. She's expressing an entirely different concept than what she tried to advertise herself as. She doesn't look like a goddess, and she looks like she's a pirate. Yes, runes! Definitely runes. Something that looks more magical. Other than that, because it's the opposite of what she's trying to be, that really knocks it hard. And I'm gonna have to say that she's a low D. She's also in the D+ and D tier. Because the energy is not there, and the concept is entirely different. But hopefully that could be fixed. I could offer to give a concept design of what I believe would be better. But only if they want it. And only if I have time. I'm swamped. On to the next person! This one! Mitsuri Tenshi. Now this one, I'm looking at it. She's biblically accurate, but not at the same time. Which admittedly is another semi... Yeah, you got black or white. Oh, hi! Who's this? Welcome to the stream! If my hand can work. So... Hi, Jenny. Look at the chat. I can click on you and see. I can't give you a wave. Okay. Huh. My mouse is acting funky. Don't know why my mouse is acting funky. Oh dear, why my mouse disappeared? mouse has chosen to disappear. What is this? Why is my screen in landscape mode? Or whatever this is. Hold on. Yeah, is this showing on the screen? It's not showing on the screen, it seems. No, wait. Yeah, it's showing on the screen. What is going on? I don't know what's going on here. Oh! Not reactive. I accidentally had, you see this? This is for when I have collabs. Oh, wait. That is reactive by Fujitech. I was thinking of restream. I thought you said restream. I didn't know that was reactive. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that was reactive being weird, but I also didn't know, like, I don't know what happened to my mouse. My mouse just went invisible. Anyway, I'm taking forever. But yes, just a reminder, I'm moving to YouTube, so you may not see me stream on Twitch anymore in like the next coming weeks. So just warning. But other than that, we're gonna be finishing off very quickly because I'm taking forever and we don't have a lot of time. So for this one, blasted with white. I know you're an angel. You're meant to be a biblically accurate, semi-biblically accurate angel. But I am blasted with white. Too much white. I get the holiness though. I get the intent. Just too much white and it's too complicated in my opinion. There's too many wings. But then again, you're biblically accurate, so it makes sense. But at the same time, like, it doesn't seem like it's noticeable. The only thing that makes you biblically accurate looking is some of the rings around your body. But other than that, your design isn't that, it's not unique and it's not well, exhibited. But other than that, it's a decent design that really does make the concept blatantly obvious. So I would probably say, like, the concept is there. You're at like a C+ B rank. You stuck to your concept. They'll probably be less generic with it. She definitely needs more. That depends. Because she's being accurate to a biblically accurate angel. Biblically accurate angels are usually always white. And she's giving out the concept that she's drenched in gold. She's drenched with a gold holy light. But also the dark tips of her wings. Maybe some cyan, maybe. But the dark tips of her wings, like, kind of, give off that she's slightly corrupted. Or she's slightly intimidating. I don't know. Also, just shout out to Setiarius. They're one of my most, like, loyalist patience. I call him a cookie. If only I had my motto design drawn out. You don't need to have a motto. You're just amazing the way you are. Love, love, love. You don't need a motto. Bah! With a heart. Beep, beep, beep. Anyway. Now on to this guy! He looks like a Konosuba character. He looks like he's been isekai'd, which is a very common concept. And I feel like that will be the surprising thing about him is that he's been isekai'd. But other than that, his concept seems generic and a little concerning. But the details are there. He probably just needs to give himself like a sword. And maybe like a side satchel or a backpack. That or Konosuba. Konosuba, ReZero, or another anime. But he definitely looks like the main characters from those. The patties and the face. It's the face that gets me. Like zooming in. If I can zoom in enough. I can't. Twitter won't let me. But it's the face, the third face down at the bottom that gets me. The flustered sweating. Like, you caught me in the act. I feel like it's a silly concept. I love it. It reminds me of those typical isekai animes. I would say an A. He's B-A. He's like a B plus A tier. Cause his concept is that, like, his concept is not there. So actually, no, his concept's not there. So I'm lowering him down to a B, C plus. But I think it adds in that funky little surprise twist of, hey, I've been isekai'd. I've been isekai'd. And the concept of isekai is that you don't tell people that you've been isekai'd. So. Blah, 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 blah. This guy is so cute. He's like a little mushroom deer, I think. A frog? Oh no. So they're a mole, frog, mushroom person? I kind of don't see all that. Maybe the green clothes of the frog, but other than that, they look more like a mole person. With a mushroom on their head. I also feel like the mushroom is unnecessary. But I could be wrong. They could try to be cottagecore. Which is kind of cute, but also it's not fully there. I just feel like the design is pretty weak. It's very weak in a lot of areas. And I feel like it depends too much on the hybridization and cottagecore theme. Other than that, it doesn't really bring anything eye-catching. In all honesty, on first glance, I thought this was like a deer. That's the worst part. I thought this was a deer. A mushroom-wearing deer. So I think it'll be... The concept is weak. No, it doesn't need more mushroom. It needs more mole aesthetic. If you're gonna be a mole... Or you're gonna be, like, choose between mole or a frog. And probably find other themes that make you seem more like a mole. And you should be fine. Rather than that, you mostly look like a deer furry. So I'm gonna place that at like C. It's at a C. Ah! Elena May. Which, oh my goodness, she's a secretary. So let's see. I know my job is to judge people as celestial HR of the isekai world. I'll let you try out my job for now. Just like I said to my trainees, feedback is still feedback. She's like Aqua! She's literally the definition. Like, she could be on parallel to Aqua from Konosuba. Like, her concept is like Aqua from Konosuba. She judges you when you die and see if you get to be revived in a fantasy world. Yes, she's a secretary. Just like Aqua, she judges you. And she offers you a chance to go to another world because you've been isekai'd. But she also puts in paperwork to make sure it happens. I think her overall design is perfect. I'm gonna be bluntly honest. Her design is overall perfect, though I do believe it's a little bit too tall. But she does give off the enchanting vibe. She really does. And her design is like a refreshing sense of complexity. But other than that, I have nothing to say because it's like, you can see her in an anime. It wouldn't be impossible to see her in an anime or a video game. Not too extreme and not too simple. Because it does give off the energy of someone who's like you said, a secretary. So props. You're A+ S rank. Congrats, Anime. You're Isekai HR. Now, we're going to Biosera Steampunk. You're a snake. Huh. If you're a snake... I don't know. I don't see the full body. And judging from what I can already see, I don't think you're referencing any kind of snake. They're not a cowboy at all. That's the weird part. All the stuff that they're showing, I don't see snake. I see person with a beard. Or cheek markings. So the concept is there. It's not, like, the concept is not there. It's not present whatsoever. And if it is, it's, like, not obviously present. I would have to see their full body to determine. Maybe they're a Lamia or a Naga. But other than that, I just see fancy human. I just see fancy human. So I'm gonna say it's similar to our witch demon friend. It's a D+D. The concept is not present. It's not obvious. And I had to look into your bio to see what you are. Yeah, too few details to really judge. But from what I can be given, it's very low. If you like base yourself off of... I think if you want blue snake... I don't think any snakes are realistically blue. Never mind. He could be a blue racer. He could be based off of a blue racer snake. Snake. Danger noodle. He could be a blue racer. And that would do him wonders. If he was a blue racer. That vivid blue is absolutely amazing. And it fits what he wants. He's a blue snake person. So be a blue racer. I could technically see some of that in him too. But yeah, unfortunately it's just not there. So yeah, D+. We have Meru malware. I will say that the design is like a startup. Definitely a startup. One thing I could immediately point out though is that the colors and everything is fine. Sometimes classic computer themes are very retro. Yeah, they're social media VTuber. It's very retro, especially when you consider the Wi-Fi color is usually like a Twitter blue. And they're very Twitter dependent, it seems. It seems like they're going to be focused a lot on Twitter. So they took a lot of inspiration from there. But I feel like the yellow tie on them is unnecessary. And the Harajuku accessories is also unnecessary. But that could just be me. What I really want to point out though, really want to point out, crowbar is unnecessary. And the blood on the tie is unnecessary. You're a malware. You're something that you're in a computer. Why would you have blood? That deviates from your own concept. And I think it's a little bit too unnecessarily excessive. The design overall is simple. Yeah, it doesn't fit into anything other than the eyes. But overall, the tie is unnecessary. Make it a blue or a pink. That'd be better. Or maybe a white. Yeah, the blood stain is unnecessary. Deviates too far. They're a malware. They're not a yandere. I feel like the idea of being a villain or having a secret murder complex is very bad if your overall theme is not yandere based or blood based. How can you get blood on a computer? If you're malware, the model is there. It's definitely there. You get to see that bright cyan retro energy. They probably need to get more appearance, more of a retro era though. Because they look too much like a classic school person. A classic school kid. What I advise though, is that if they want to be more malware or computer based, they should add glitching effects. If they want something that has malicious intent, or secret malicious intent, add glitch effects. Yes, glitchy glitchy. Glitchy glitchy. Something like this. If he replaced the blood with the glitch effect, and maybe had one of his eyes glitch too, and maybe part of his hair, so basically like glitches occasionally everywhere. I gotta bring up something else. Something like this, glitches scattered across the body. Oh, error. Ooh, flash warning. There we go. I remember that vividly when I was thinking about it. He's glitching. He's in a virtual world. He's not rendered properly because he's not meant to. Put that like idea into your appearance. You're malware. You're not meant to exist in the code. You're not meant to exist. You're meant to harm the code. You're meant to infect it. So look like you're an infection. Look like you're a virtual infection and you will be amazing. I would say the concept is vaguely there. He can improve upon it, but it's vaguely there. So I'm gonna put this guy at a C+B. He just needs to remove a few things and then add something else that makes him more like a malware. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Yavelon! You're a lightning-themed spa attendant. I don't see where the spa attendant. Oh, no! English and Spanish VTuber. Blech. I'm used to seeing ESP. Instead of SPA, I usually see ESP. Espanol. This guy. He fits his part. Lightning. I'm just gonna be blunt. I don't think there need to be much changes to him. The idea of lightning is like nice, but I think of he's very idle, yes, but his hair does not give off the idea of lightning. If he had jagged hair or lightning looking eyebrows, then he'll be fine. If anything, he looks like he'd be a lightning race car person, aka Lightning McQueen. He could have a race car. It looks like he could be a lightning themed race car. No, I don't think he needs white in his hair. Yes, lightning eyebrows would help though. Lightning eyebrows. And maybe his hair needs to be more jagged like lightning, if he wants to be a lightning VTuber. Other than that, I personally believe that he looks more like a race car VTuber. He looks more like a race car VTuber. Yeah, Zenitsu hair. But yeah, he looks more like a race car VTuber. But the idea of a lightning can be flexible. The theme of lightning can be very flexible. So I would say that he's on like a B, B+. And then we have the wonderful Aki! Let's double check who she is. I don't know what to say about Aki. Her design is cute, but I don't know what she is. I know she's a cat girl. And she looks like a cat girl that plays with cards. Or she's a cat girl magician. Dancer? Don't really see that. I see her as more of a magician. Again, going to Fontaine. She looks like a magician's assistant. She reminds me of this girl over here. Linny and Lynette. Mainly Lynette. She looks like if you did, like, she looks like she would be a partner for a magician's axe. Like, she'll be the one diving into the hat or something. Or she would help with the invisibility act. She looks like that. That's the energy I give off. Which I don't know what she's doing. Like, I don't see anywhere in her content that kind of says that she's like this. But if she was to make a concept for herself, biggest advice is that she looks like she's a magician's assistant. Or maybe she's a magician herself. But other than that, the concept is like vague. It's not present. And it's not expressed. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to... Because it's so not there, like it's not defined on what she wants to be, I'm just going to assume a D+, a C. Because of the... Nah, I'm gonna be... Yeah, D+, C. The concept is not there. I don't see it in the bio. I don't see it in the name. But she has a picture. If you show me a picture, like, and I don't know what you're trying to be, it's kind of an issue. But your design is good. Your design is not overwhelming. And it's also eye-catching. So I think she'll do good once she makes a appearance. But I suggest the route of magician. Magician cat. Unless she's a raccoon. I'm looking at her tail now. Hold on, let me check her profile one more time. Is she a magician raccoon? She's probably a magician raccoon. Which is like cute. But it took me a bit to find out that she was a raccoon. Oh, it's the tail. The tail's a little bit too hidden. I think it's because of the art style. But magician raccoon is nice. Yeah, I'll get to it. We're over the time, but I'll get to it. It's only fair. Let's see. Just for memeing. Why you have 2 different appearances? Do you like shapeshift? I'm assuming you shapeshift. But, like, from what I can tell, are you, like, trying to be... You look like you're trying to be, like, a samurai. Like, some samurai turned, VTuber. Which, if that's the case, the aesthetic is there. Though the theme is not fully seen. Like, the theme, like, the theme is not fully seen because you cluttered your name with a little bit too many things. Having 2 different identities like this is kind of an issue. Because you're living 2 lives at the same time. And that can be a little bit overwhelming for both the talent and, like, the consumer of the product. Because maybe they came for you to... Maybe they remember you as a female. But then all of a sudden you choose one day to be male. Or they remember you as a male and they choose one day to be female. And they're like, what the heck? I didn't come for this. I didn't come for this. So maybe probably go by the same name for both forms / genders. But, I'll probably advise to, like, put in samurai secret ninja or something in your, like, bio. Oh, okay. But yeah, once you get your identity more established, I will say you will be better off. But yeah, I would suggest not to do both and only pick one. Especially if you have plans to potentially join an agency. Because usually having more than one identity at the same time can be a little bit too taxing. On both the manager, the agency, and the talent. And then it'll become too taxing on the audience, too. Because then you're trying to juggle everything. But yeah, I respect that it's a prototype. I do suggest to choose one. Like at some point. And then expand off of the one you choose. Basically, pick a door and go down the path that the door gives you. You can't cross 2 paths at the same time. Not possible. But I think I like the concept of the samurai one. Just, how did you become a VTuber? Maybe because you no longer serve the person. Maybe the person died. And now because the person died, you are relieved of your duties. So now you pursue something else. Or maybe you were trapped in ice for a very long time, and then once you got out of the ice, you found this new modern world. And you're like, what? But yeah, I do wish you good luck. But I will say that time has been very, like, had cut a bit too hard. So I will say that this is the end for, like, rating. I didn't think rating would take forever. So, whoops. Properties, I'm gonna refresh that after I change it. Hold on, chat. Restream sucks, I swear. Can I please change the settings? Don't type yet. Ah, no, you typed. I gotta quickly change over to the game. Yes, I'm also in a jar. It's a joke. It's like an inside joke for VT Live. There we go. And now that I changed that, chat, properties, reset. There we go. Now that I reset that, I'm going to bid you all adieu. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm sorry that's taking much longer than it needed to be. Other than that, see you. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Blah, 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 blah. If I could get the music to work. Ah. Can the music work? Why the music not